And they get this Deucer. It's just always been one that they've been strong with, right? Before, so that whole period last year where Viking made the rise through the Tier 1 games, this was just the way that they drafted. A good Deucer draft would be a game done well for Viking.
Yes, they don't have the like the support that we've been seeing a lot of times, like these melee support just to guarantee that lane success, but they've covered their bases. They saw the Darkseer, they take the Enchantress, so even if you're hoping to get this illusion of the Medusa that does go crazy, you know, you're just going to be able to take it over yourself with that Enchantress. But also, as Kyle mentioned, I'm glad he actually says that, is the wall is effective. Same thing with like that normal punch versus Deucer. But with the new build that we have, you know, it's not about the physical damage. It's about the snake.
That's true.
It's about the snake.
Yeah, the snake is pretty crazy. Yeah, pretty much is it every game just Manta, Ags? That is just the build now for Deucer. There isn't really room for variance.
Yeah, it's too crazy, especially because you hit this like beautiful timing where you get your Manta, you get your Ags, and you're usually like level 13, 14, 15, and bam, you get the talent, that insane talent that's probably going to be the biggest thing that I look at to get reworked around the Medusa just because of how strong the hero is. It's 20% at max level. The talent adds an extra 35% mana gained back.
Oh, I'm seeing this look for some first blood action here. Little Pleb having to get the pounce skill to get away from this. Siege Celery is indeed getting focused by the four of them. He can't get out in time. They'll be able to take him down there with the swashbucklers into the breach. We'll get first blood. We'll lose Tanner in return. A 1-for-1 trade there, but into the breach, just able to strike that a little bit quicker.
Kezu strikes back. Does use quite a bit of mana. 2 gushes having to be used in order to go for that one. Actually, even a 3rd gush. Oops. Yeah, that's kind of painful, at least for Kezu's lane, and into the breach, they will get another bounty rune. So not too bad. Not too bad of a start at all.
All right, well, we'll see the lane setups as well. I mean, yeah, did you like the choice of the Slark this game? Is this a carry that you feel that we could see being picked up against these, you know, this in this sort of meta where we're seeing Medusa a lot? Is Slark good against this hero?
I've been hearing a lot of people, like, they've been trying it, we've been seeing it a couple times even. It doesn't seem like it has that success. You know, Diffusal, people try to build this item because it's the double dip versus Medusa, but it hurts your individual game. It makes you, instead of being the hard carry Slark, you're this constant fighter rather than playing around your own game. So we'll see what route he does take. I imagine we still do see Echo Saber into Diffusal anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not crazy about this hero right now. It just feels so hard to get in. It feels like you need so many items to fight, and by the time you hit those items, Medusa's going to be one up above you.
Sure. And even in the lane, well, sitting in mid, actually, at Xantic, that Iron Shell, boom, getting incredibly low here. So some early harassment here from Xantic, who was able to get that bottle out nice and quickly. But when it comes down to the laning stage, is there anything that you're looking at this game that you're feeling is going to be very hard for one of the cores to play in?
I just think that for Slark overall, the game is just, I don't know, this hero just feels like it's always hard. It's really just always difficult to play. Yeah. I think Tidehunter's also, it used to go the other way, right? Like, I feel like Slarks used to love playing versus Tide, but lately I've been seeing these Tides picked into Slark. Because you do okay in the lane, you trade later on, Anchor Smash is obnoxious, and you can't fight. You know, it gets to a point where it's like, if Ravage is up, Slark doesn't want to fight.
No, absolutely. Yeah, the laning stage in particular. Also, bottom lane, Celery. They get the jump, they've got him. Again, the two of them, Malik in with the swashbuckle, proc and the slow. And some good early action. Top lane, we'll see Viking trying to strike here onto the two of them. They get the stun off, and Fishman, he's trying to hide in the trees, but Kezu, he'll have it. We'll see Little Pleb trying to get Aramis in return, but Kezu coming in with some nice body blocks, keeps Aramis safe. Little Pleb won't be able to bring someone down in return. But indeed, yeah, this top lane, as you say, you know, you feel that on paper or in the past, you're a Slark. It's great. You can punch the Tide as much as you want, but you just really can't. You know, Tide plus any sort of aggressive support, and you're just never going to be able to build up enough stacks against the Tide that you can do anything in return. And indeed, Aramis, again, getting focused. Now, with Aramis gone, now they can get a bit of a punch in onto Kezu. I mean, both lanes, we're seeing the supports definitely become the casualties here. Down bottom as well at the same time. Celery gets taken it down. Sort of as soon as he returns to the lane then by Tanner Malik.
Another toss back. Tanner's doing an amazing job down here. Body blocks as well.
Yeah, look at this.
Ooh.
Chad.
Where's the
he can barely get back to his tower. He's got to be okay.
Oh, Malik.
But it's a lot of... Well, I say he's going to be okay. Yeah, with that proc, they see the opportunity to dive in and take him down. I mean, this bottom, like Malik and Tanner, couldn't be going any better for them down here.
Ooh, and Tanner actually skills tree grab. I've been seeing this.
All right.
So I've been seeing this more actually in like SEA. I've been trying to watch as many games as possible. SEA is actually playing 5 tiny in some situations. They get tree grab, they deny, and then they do toss back plays under tower a lot of the time. This time it's a more aggressive 4 position, but Tanner comfortable. Fishman, he gets brought down.
Yeah, a little out position there as Kezu is able to run him down with Aramis. Of course, this duo, you can't escape from this with the gush and the stroke. Huge amounts of slow. So poor poor old supports like the AA will die anytime they step a little too far from the lane or far from the carry. How we're seeing on the mid farmer. Xantic, so far able to just clean up that little bit much more with the Iron Shelf, being able to clean up that small camp and have just that slightly better efficiency here in comparison to Boom so far in the laning stage.
Yeah, very comfortable heroes for him. He's been a standout, of course, for Into the Breach. His Darkseer, his Pugna, his Ember Spirit, the top 3 for me. He's been excellent. They get the chains onto him. The Surge is low level.
It's going to come to an end. Yeah, they're going to keep on diving. And Xantic, he's got the vacuum.
Ooh.
Not quite enough damage there with the impetus. And Tanner will come in to make sure that they don't dive in any further. So Xantic will be fine. Only just, though, as if they're definitely leaving it a little close there.
And Tanner, good TP, instantly gets there as there's waves under the tower, so he will soak that experience perfectly. Good efficiency plays from Into the Breach early on. And for Tiny overall, I've not been the biggest fan. I know Tanner is one of the best ones to watch, though, lately. He's actually been one of the more impressive ones. Because, like I said, I've seen it as 5 position lately as stuff in SEA, but mostly it's just been ran as that mid lane, or as carry, I guess, in VP situations. And he's going to get a D ward, too. So, already level 4 on this Tiny, very early on in the game. All successful rotations so far, and looks like he is going to stack, especially, too, right now. I'd hope he would. No, he doesn't. Oh, well.
Oh, missed opportunity
Missed opportunity.
For Tanner. He just wants to get straight back to lane, because Celery...
off the mark.
Malik. A little bit of a miss there. Might not matter, though. Celery,
so
pretty
much
squishy.
Damage.
They don't even need to hit the swashbuckles. That's definitely a bit of a concern for poor old Sailor. If they don't need to land the spells to kill him,
dude, Malik,
then good luck trying to play on this bottom half of the map.
Loving the item build, too. He's going full aggression. This ain't no blink, arcane boots, nothing like that. Nope, he's going the nice pub build where you can just dominate lanes. Wraithband, a wand, Orb of Corrosion, and Raindrop. Literally all about the laning phase with this build up early on. Love it. It's working out perfectly.
Absolutely, looking good so far.
Yeah, big fan. These guys, Into the Breach does have their specialty heroes. I've noticed that. Like Malik and Xantic are the 2 big ones that sometimes they can pop off. Like the Timbersaw for Malik, also this Pango. I mean, it's looking good. He's even trying to maximize. He missed that swashbuckle on the Ench only because he was trying to get the swashbuckle through to get the extra attack. So you can tell this guy knows his stuff.
And we'll see as well, as expected, Celery back in the game. He's not coming down bottom again, at least for some time. He's going to look to try and get involved top, maybe offer some offensive potential here for Kezu and Aramis to do something before Little Pleb hits the 6, which Little Pleb is pretty close to, of course, just half a level away from it. So just a little bit left of this window where maybe they can try and do something about this Slark. There's Little Pleb. Well, they're going to be able to set up with the stun. Doing quite a bit of damage there because of that opening. Pounce back to safety. That should be fine. Yeah, they've even got a salve in the lane for him. Lil Pleb's going to be okay. And Tanner's coming in as well to see if they can fight.
Malik is also soon to be 6, so he could make the rotation when he does hit that to defend this tower and fight. It's going to be a strong fight.
That's what they can find. They're going to try and start things onto Kezu. Tanner, he's looking over towards Aramis. A little split on the targets they go for here, but Tanner will be able to find Aramis to toss him back underneath the tower. Jump forward for Little Pleb. They'll bring down Aramis. Little Pleb now going to turn over towards Celery. They'll let Kezu go. They'll look for the easier kill. Look for this poor old level 2 Enchantress, and they'll be able to take her down. A double kill for Little Pleb. Level 6 now hit. I mean, this early game, this laning from Into the Breach, the calls that they're making as well, it's looking pretty hot.
Yeah, it's perfect right now for sure, setting themselves up perfectly as Malik level 6 now. So even Shad, I feel like you have to be a bit scared on Medusa down here. You could just like a +1 and you could easily be brought down.
Absolutely, it's definitely a game that, well, the way the side lanes have gone, pressure's going to be on Boom to make some big moves as the Ember Spirit. Top lane.
Kezu as well, taking quite a lot of damage.
I mean, they can keep diving if he wants to commit with the active.
Sure can.
He might not even need it here. Another dart pact. Kezu steps back in. Kezu's gone.
Dude, Into the Breach.
Another kill.
Damn.
I see Tanner. They'll bring Boom in. Boom's going to get involved. Going to be able to have the chains here onto Tanner. There's Tanner. Nice attempt with the toss back, but can't break himself away from the 3 of them. Tanner will still go down. So Boom able to find something in return, but it seems like, especially with the way the lanes have gone now, if Boom's not there and it's just these side lanes battling it out, Viking's going to struggle every time there's a skirmish.
No, absolutely. I mean, this Ember Spirit's definitely got his work cut out for him this game. This has been... So the other thing about Into the Breach is their early game. That's one thing I've noticed they've been playing a lot is Aramis. Trying to go for some stack play, but Little Pleb's on him. Or more it. Can't quite
keep on top of him indeed. Aramis is going to be lucky to get away from this.
I mean, they broke the lane, though, right? The lane now, they've ditched the lane top. They've already got so many levels on both this Slark and the AA, so they're just starting to be very active. KheZu will get some time perhaps to recover, but yeah, this is a phenomenal start for Into the Breach. This Darks here is massive, and look at Tanner. He's playing super aggressive, gets a nice deep ward. Yeah, he's just looking for stuff here. There's a DD on Boom, though. Do have to be a little cautious. As we said, he's going to be the big one to watch out for in this early game for Viking. That's why they got him that Ember last pick. Rotation though, look at these warding, like the ward to the deep wards behind. It is going to be a secondary one countered immediately by Aramis. Tanner.
They managed to catch him here. Celery finds him out, and Boom easily able to swing across and cut him down.
Malik, I think it looks like they kind of maybe spotted him for a second there, making the rotation over. They even send the Slark down bottom. So KheZu, as we said, will get some space, and it does feel like Viking have a feeling that this Pango is around the area. Has to watch out. Boom, has that DD. Can also trip him up with that point in the Searing Chains.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is good stuff. 9-5 already. Getting very good free farm on these triple melee cores.
Yeah, I guess Boom coming bottom here to just soak up some of the farm. Not really a whole lot you can do there. They're going to try with the wall drop. Shad.
Ooh, nice bounce.
Getting on top of him here with the roll. Vacuum back again into a third hit from the Rolling Thunder. Shad's gone.
They got him.
See what? KheZu Boom. Oh, the Ravage ain't going to be able to run away.
He's out of there.
He surges out of the range of it. Fishman does get a bit of a tickle, but he's still able to walk it off. The Ravage, it doesn't set up anything at all. Azantic, he's able to outrun the reach of the tentacles.
They're getting outplayed. And it is going to be, it's just going to be a full diffusal rush, actually, onto the Slark, sorry. So not going even for an Echo Saber, just going for full battle, which feels appropriate so far. Malik?
He can go for it. He's got another swashbuckle. If he hits this.
Sure can.
He's a little scary now. KheZu around, but
got him.
I'll say that he's able to find the angle. Malik doesn't care, still gets in, gets the kill.
He's so tanky. Look at the build, right? It's all early game aggression from this Pango. Treads, Corrosion, even finds a beautiful Possess match. You see those little lifesteal hits with the swashbuckle. This is really good stuff. Slark getting all the space in the world. They're invading nicely, getting eyes on the stacks. Shad? Yeah, Shad and Boom have their work really cut out for them this game. Look at these bounces, Malik. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, just perfectly done getting pretty much 3 of them here, and then Azantic running away. KheZu, he can't quite reach him. It's so close, but Azantic, he's just too darn fast.
Did go for the Gush first, I believe, right? He gushed and then ravaged, perhaps regretting doing the animation for the Gush first. As bottom, AA Blast, little pleb. He's got the pounce on Boom, but Boom will be just fine. Max Flame Guard.
Yeah, Blast slightly off the mark as well as Boom's able to get out.
I keep checking Malik's build because I want to see if he is going to go Diffusal. He is. Okay, so double solutions for the Medusa. So we have Pango Diffusal, we have Slark Diffusal. That's going to be pretty problematic. Even versus Ember, this is annoying, right? This constant mana burn when you're playing versus Pango, you can hit from a swash, you're going to be limited. Same thing for Tide. This could end up working for Into the Breach, especially with the pace that they're setting already. Halfway to Aghanims as well on Azantic. So instead of going for like any HP items on the side of Into the Breach, beside that like treads early on this Pango that you don't see every single time with the Corrosion, they're going to have Ion Shell to boost up that HP pool as well. I mean, this is a really nice approach.
I mean, top celery.
Oh my God. Look at the damage, the treads, the attack speed.
One more swashbuckle in this, and he's got the kill again. Malik 7-0-1.
Holy moly.
They can't deal with the Pango. They can't deal with the way that Malik's playing. It's just too strong, as you say, for this stage of the game.
And Boom, he might just go down too.
They've got the burst, the blaster's going to hit. He's going to send a Remnant out, but he can't jump out.
Oh my God. Into the Breach is doing it.
They are. They're a team that absolutely have just looked better and better as the season's gone on. And here against Viking, you know, a squad that's yet to drop a series, they're certainly coming in with a bit of a bang here in game 1.
And we did hear from, Moxie saying it from before. We saw Celery, the post that he made. They're going to try to clean up this season nicely. But this game is falling apart quite quickly here. They're defaulted to the Medusa in that first 2 pick. And Shad, he's struggling a bit here. He's going for Dragonlance straight into Aghanim. So not even going for Manta this time around.
Oh, wow. There you go. Yeah, just sort of showing the pressure that he feels. You know, he has to get that Ags done as soon as possible, and the build-up of the Manta would just be a little too slow. Obviously not ideal, but having to adapt to the situation that he's been put in because of how much Into the Breach are doing.
They're going to have double Diffusal pretty soon. Like, Slark's already got it done. 3K advantage. Malik is just farming jungle now. There's no pressure. Viking unable to actually put any pressure out onto the map versus into the breach. All these timings are going to hit and synergize perfectly versus this Viking draft, who it feels like now at this point, they're going to rely on Ravage completely in their draft. And Celery, he's got no points in Untouchable. He's just dead.
Oh. This is going to be easy essence shift stacks for Lil Pleb every single time he finds that now with the defusal.
This is quite problematic. Tier 1's already taken so early. Boom now having to hide in tree lines. Feels like they're just going to have to play triangle. Rely on Ravage, rely on triangle farm. And into the breach, I feel like they can capitalize quite heavily with this. Full map control, giving Tanner farm so he can farm Blink Dagger. Fishman.
And Boom. He wants to go for this, and he is going to. But he's going to start to back off. I mean, you could already see sort of the hesitation. He was like, it looks like such a free kill. But there was so many around that he can't stick around any longer to try and actually get it done.
And when you have this type of advantage to his Slark, look at this. D-wards aplenty.
And they're going to bring in the backup now, Viking. Kezu, of course, has the blink. Ravage up. As Boom continues to try and set up. The Ice Blast going to come down, and Boom. He's out of man. He's going to back off. Kezu's in with the Ravage. Able to get the jump onto Little Pleb. An unsuspecting Slark getting blown out of the game. Tanner tries for the TP out, but they have the physical damage to take him down as well. As Kezu making the big value jump there with that Ravage. Little Pleb getting caught off guard.
I think he recognized what was going also wrong in the game for them. He has to rush Blink Dagger, and he gets it at a good timing to get that catch on the Tidehunter. So really nice stuff from Kezu. AA Blast also just completely whiffed. Fishman does just miss it onto that Ember. Perhaps
Malik
able to strike back. As Malik.
He wants to look for some little action on his own here. He's just going to be able to right-click down Aramis with the DD. Can they actually punish Malik for this? I don't think they can. Malik's ready to turn, and look, he's got the perfect position. He's got him trapped on the steps. Boom. He can't get his way out of this. Another kill for Malik, now godlike on the Pangolier. Little Pleb, he knows he can start poking at Shad. There's 2 heroes dead on Viking. There's not going to be a whole lot to help Shad. Another swashbuckle, another kill. Triple kill for Malik. As Into the Breach are just cleaning up. And I think game 2, this Pango might have to go.
I think so
Elite
too.
looks a little too good here. Malik having an amazing time.
This is insane. I mean, 10-0-2. He's just going to go Ags. He's going to be able to get the shield crash talent. I don't know how this Medusa is going to be able to play. I think it's strictly fighting around Ravage. Viking, I think you just have to rely, split pushing waves, play careful. You have to just fight around Ravage, try to just secure your Medusa's farm around Triangle, but you got no vision. You're playing versus Slark. Into the Breach is just playing this game absolutely perfectly, and Aghanims is done for the Darks here already, so you know, we're saying how fast they're going to be playing. They're going to play even faster when they're all ion shelled up and just boosted on HP as well. Yeah, this is insane. Blink Dagger almost done for. They've been doing this without the blink on the Tiny too, which is so impressive.
Yeah. And now, Ags on Dark. So, yeah, it's all just flying out these art and timings here for Into the Breach off the back of this early game. Viking, they've got to try and slow it down somehow. Get the space and time for Shad to at least get the Aghanims done so he can have that sort of impact in a fight. At the moment, Shad's just having to play completely away from everybody else. He's just not ready to get involved. 8
deaths on Celery. He is struggling. And yeah, I really think it's just sit back, split push lanes, don't take a fight. You just can't fight without Ravage and Stone Gaze. Even just wait till Medusa Ags. Even with Ravage, I feel like at this point, you're going to get steamrolled. This Aghanims on Darkseer, the HP pool, they only have one type of Dispel with the Enchantress, so it's going to be tough for them to get that off of these heroes. Look at Malik. Like, he has 1,865 HP at this point on Agi Treads. They do not have the damage on the side of Viking. Yeah, this is very impressive here from Into the Breach. All playing around each other too. But we do see Viking, they're doing that split push. Halfway to Ags on Shad.
Well, we have it though. Smoke up from Into the Breach. They know whoever they find, they're going to have a pretty good job of blowing up.
They'll win all the fights here, unless there's some like big mistakes with the way that they do cast spells and they get all Ravaged and all Stone Gazed up. They should just be able to run at the side of Viking. Viking has to just play this cat and mouse game and just avoid them. Celery.
He's getting jumped at the same time as Aramis. They're going to jump the 2 supports. Celery gets taken down. So does Aramis. As Into the Breach, they're able to split up and make that sort of play with the lead that they have. Little Pleb, he's looking for more. He's on to Boom. Boom's going to lay down the Remnant. Very nice Ice Blast lined up with the Remnant to get the connection, but it looks like they actually won't be able to dive in and capitalize on that. So Boom will live.
And look at this, though. They invade the triangle, and they put a ward down to block the Ancients, and that's going to be a very sad Medusa. They've done their homework, 20-7. Not giving this Medusa time. Back to split pushing Kezu. But into the breach, as soon as they see anybody on the map, they zoom across. They have this deep ward placed, so they watch that tide. They saw the Medusa farming as well. Yeah, stop hitting. I think this is the right play. Just don't hit creeps.
Hello, pleb. He's ready to fire up by the tier 3s. He's going to start things on to Aramis.
Phantom's annoying, though.
Grace does come out. Boom in as well. Little pleb's able to get back into shadows, take it out. How deep does he want to go? He doesn't. I wondered if he was going to be tempted to roll across and take down Aramis, but he won't. He'll hold back.
He's almost
He'll
15.
Roll out of there.
Halfway to Ags, level 15, about to come out on this Pango. So Shield Crash talent will come out. And with the Diffusal, I mean, a couple Shield Crashes and Medusa's not going to have any mana.
No, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
I mean, because that's the thing, right, about the Shield Crash. It doesn't half the strikes, it halves the damage, right? So it doesn't actually affect the amount of mana that you're going to be taking. All right, here we have. They get the jump with the Kezu. I mean, Kezu again is doing it. With all the things that are going on this game, Kezu's Ravages, despite the first one, been a bit of an omega lull. The rest of them have been pretty damn good here as Kezu trying to swing them back into the game. Boom, though, doesn't actually get out in time. He sticks around, and he actually ends up paying the price there as the three of them take him down, even though that they've lost Xantic and Tan. And they a little out of position.
They have. We're probably going to see Aramis just die.
Yeah,
and the thing is that they've. Oh, he's got a Force Staff, but might not change it.
I mean, they get the silence and the stun, but he already had the Dart Pack going, so Little Pleb's fine. Popping the Shadow Dance. Him and Malik, they're going to look to dive for Celery as well. They're in with the Diffusal Blade slow. They've got another, as Little Pleb just continues to rack up the permanent stacks.
This is, I mean, really good stuff. Into the breach, keeping it up, knowing that whenever Ravage is down, after it was used, they just run at them.
That's wild.
And this ward, how many times has it stacked that Ancients now? It was placed how long ago? Yeah, about 3 minutes ago. It's blocked 3 or 4 Ancients already.
Yeah.
And chat, they did have opportunities to be able to farm in that area for the Medusa in those last few minutes because they had that area, but it's just been blocked. So Shad stuck inside of the base, 1 component from Aghanims, still 2 levels from that insane talent though.
Yeah. Oh boy. And actually, no, I was wrong actually, so it's not, it is half the strike. So if you hit Shield Crash and a Swashbuckle, you're getting about 6 strikes, or 6 times 40, so yeah, you're easily burning 200 mana with the combo.
And that's just one round of the combo.
Yeah.
I get it now. Salary, oh, another one. Oh my, that is 11 deaths. He is almost half the deaths.
It's a rough. I mean, it was going pretty rough from the early stages, right, for poor old Celery. The lane wasn't easy. He just didn't have a place to play.
And now, okay, is he actually gonna get out, Aramis?
Oh, he will not. No, he's not. Tanner, he's got him.
It's too quick. And look at this boom, also spotted. Little Pleb on top of him.
Pleb.
It's got the pounce. Hello.
Mana starting to get burnt. Is he going to have enough to play away? He is.
Fishman's on him, though.
He's ready and waiting. Ice Blast is up in a second. Oh, a little early with it. Boom's able to duke it out.
Nice try.
It's still Boom.
They're still going for him. Like, look
yeah,
at Malik.
He might be kind of stuck here. The Swashbuckle hits, and that's all his mana gone.
He is
Moore's going to get dropped down.
Chad?
As they've found Boom. Chad's going to come in to try and help out. They'll get Fishman. But they're not going to get anything else. It's Xantic and Malik well and truly out of there.
I'm surprised he used the Stone Gaze, though. I think he didn't need to actually use that one. So 80 seconds, they won't have that available for the next fight. And there we go, Malik. Aghanims done. Level 17. I mean, this is one of the highest level Pangos I think I've ever seen. 21 minutes. This is your offlane. This ain't no mid Pango.
I mean, yeah, it's sort of insane. I mean,
yeah.
Is it expected that the sort of a Pango's going to have a pretty good time in the lane against, what was it, the Enchantress and the Deuce? Like, would you consider that a nice lane for the Pango?
It's not bad. That's why I was mentioning, you know, we've seen most of these Medusas. You're paired up with your Clockworks, your Tusks. Tusk kind of falling out of that kind of pool, but usually it's that melee coverage because you can be a little bit of a liability inside the laning phase. Into the Breach capitalized on it. I did not expect the lane to go this strongly, but Into the Breach impressing. That means that Aghanim's already done. So all eyes on Medusa, all eyes on Ravage. Level 15 has been hit, so the Mystic Snake talent is there. Boom.
We'll see. I mean, again, just mana burn as a mechanic is always just so annoying.
Ooh, okay. Does get a bit afraid there. Does see them rotating over with that ward from Fishman. It gets pinged instantly, so Aramis very likely to de-ward this one quite soon. He pinged right on top of it, so maybe not. And we already have the queue up from Xantic. He's got Blink to follow up with his team on this Darkseer. And the normal punch is about to come online too. So as we mentioned, they do have a couple ways to deal with Dusa. Eyes on Celery to see if he can steal back those illusions. As now into the Roche. Force the fight for Viking, but Viking, they do have Ravage, but in this area might be a little too difficult. Into the Breach is able to set up perfectly. They can get like 3 ion shells out on their cores.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous place to find too.
Yeah.
You know, I think at this point, you know,
Ooh.
Viking, I would imagine Kezu might be sort of making all the calls here because it feels like his play is the most important.
Yes.
They don't win a team fight without Kezu getting a good Ravage, so definitely they're going to be looking to Kezu to sort of say when he sees a chance to make that jump.
Absolutely. And Shad has to go BKB as a third item, which is not something you want to do as these Medusas, but you absolutely have to versus these Mana Drains, versus the Pango and that Slark. Right back into Roche. They do a nice smoke and swoop around just in case to check out the area if Viking is going to fight, and they'll be able to successfully get it. Yeah, this is just smooth. This is the cleanest Dota I think I've seen into the Breach play. And Viking, they are a little sloppy, especially on the supports, getting caught off on their own so many times this game. 18 of the 26 deaths are those 2 supports.
Oh, Celery.
Another one.
Not again. Poor old Celery. 12 deaths now.
No mercy for Bambi.
I even maybe see if they can find Kezu as well. Kezu.
Ooh.
Is Lil Pleb able to find this? Oh, it was just close.
That was very
Didn't
close.
quite have pounce up there. Maybe if he did, he would have gone for the blind jump into the trees.
And they just keep feeding this Slark sentries. So we talked about map control.
Yep.
It's been just perfect. They are not letting Viking get any real wards down for more than like a minute or two. They get instantly taken out. As soon as the Ancients are coming back, they again invade Triangle so that this Medusa is just prevented from farming them at all. This has been really good aggression. And they're not even farming their side that much. That's the important thing to watch from Into the Breach. How many times have you seen them actually hit their Ancients? It's been like 0. They're just full out aggression versus this Medusa. All 3 cores, exactly the same net worth pretty much. Shows how well they are playing together.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Viking still trying their best to sit around the safeties of their tier 2s that are starting to drop in numbers as Lil Pleb down bottom. Takes another tower, closing in on that BKB, so building up so he can really just pop it and commit without the threat of Kezu being able to come in with that Ravage counterplay.
Dodge fights, Viking. Just need to keep dodging, but Into the Breach is farming so much more of the map. These levels as well, really starting to add up. 15 on Darks here, 17 on Slark, 18 on Pango, the highest level in the game. Nice blast to scout, and to push the lane out as well, while they're also setting up.
Boom.
Let's see.
They're in. The combo, the blaster connects, boom. He did have a remnant out, so he'll be able to get over to the safety of Kezu. Bottom lane.
In the base, though.
They're getting in the base. Shad's having to pop the stone gaze. As Lil Pleb gets aggressive there with Malik.
Ooh, he dodged the snake, though. Shadow Dance, the snake did not connect and return back the mana.
Dire's top tower is under
Almost BKB done on Dusa.
Kezu up top.
They gotta be careful. There's a rotation coming in already from Malik.
Yeah.
Oh no, Celery's gonna show himself.
Lil Pleb's making the move straight towards Kezu.
And look at Celery, he's going for the tower. He'll get it with the enchanted creep. Might just pay with his life, though. Sure will.
Yeah, Tanner's found him. Oh no, Kezu's in between these trees.
Oh, but he knows.
He knows.
And now
And
he's in.
Zantic is able to clear out with the vacuum.
And the punch.
They're in. We get Lil Pleb in. Kezu. He's got force up in a second, but no way of getting away from these 3 as yet. Another kill. As they're now in position to keep this top wave pushed round and look to take that final tier 2 away from Viking.
No mercy from Into the Breach. As soon as Celery shows, he just dies instantly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This does not feel like a game where Medusa's gonna be able to do this on her own.
I don't think so. It's going to be so hard for Shad. I mean, Boom's got the BKB, so at least he can commit into the action, but just the items that are coming out are just... It just seems like too much. You know, Malik, the bash is on its way out.
Ooh, goodbye, Celery.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh no. Poor old Celery, 14 deaths! Oh no. This is, as you said, just no mercy at all for Celery.
No.
One of those games where, you know, obviously Enchantress is still a great hero, but, you know, it might be one that next time it comes around, Celery he'll think back to this game and be like, my goodness, this was a rough one.
Never again, please, never again.
Poor old Celery.
30 to 10. This is just, all right, bloodthirsty. It's 28 minutes.
It's just 28 minutes in.
It's only 28 minutes.
That's how fast they're playing it.
They just can't fight back. Like we said, Viking, it's only about landing like perfect Ravage. And now when you're playing into Aegis and it's like the risk of these high ground, you have to be so careful. You mess up a Ravage, you might just lose the game.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to be honest as well. I think it's probably... I feel this is pretty rare, right? That the game is 30-10 with Into the Breach like dominating. And Azantic on his mid Darkseer, he's only been involved in 9 kills. That's pretty rare for the mid to be not high in the KDA right in a game that's going this way.
I mean, when
he's
Malik is just taking over the whole game,
yeah,
that does tend to happen,
out.
right? this Pango is completely taken over. Basher finished up. Like, when do you see this farm on Pangos? You know, this looks like your pub Pangos that you're like, I'm going to get a Diffusal, I'm going to get an eggs. You know, you're just like having the time of your life. Malik is just doing it in an official. Beautiful. Boom. Trying to farm in a risky position. Does have the Remnant laid down.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Haven't really talked about these neutral item pickups. Do at least have this ceremonial robe picked up on the Medusa, actually, who's holding it. Nice little mana, of course, injection, but also status resist and everything. Always really nice when you do connect with that snake. Any other big ones that we've seen? I guess just the Philly Stone on Aramis. So potential for him to get quite large on the side of Into the Breach. We see the Sliver on the Slark, probably one of the bigger ones. And, oh, they just find a Mindbreaker. Okay, well, that's a pretty good pickup for the Pango if you'd like it.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Pango or the Slark, one of the two could definitely grab that
well,
one.
Yeah, he's got the Paladin at the moment, but yeah, the Mindbreaker always feels so nice.
Yeah.
Because it's just another item that you can use Swashbuckle with. You can't buy. But maybe just preferring the lifesteal burst, of course, which is also very nice.
Yeah, and even just the little instance of silence is super frustrating on some heroes. Like an Ember, a Tide, you can just, you know, lose the team fight because of it. He's
this
forced
BKB,
to
this, I think, I kind of feel like maybe that's why he's bought it, just to sort of live in these situations. But
they're smoking
if
out.
you're using it, yeah, maybe if they feel that they can catch them by surprise, maybe not expecting them to try and fight whilst the BKB's been used.
They're not even committing.
They're scared.
They're terrified.
They are very scared.
Ravage?
It's a one-man Ravage. Well, okay, it does catch the A at the side. They got the Stone Gaze coming out, but they've lost both. Boom. Yeah, Boom is actually able to make it out. The shield is protecting him. But the drag back from Azantic, they're able to catch him on the way out.
Malik dies.
I mean, it cost them a lot, though.
It does.
3 heroes going down in return. Indeed, they really had it out for Malik. Understandable because of how good of a game that he was having, but it's just not enough. They might kill the Pango, but losing 3 themselves, it's just not going to feel good.
It's close to him not even dying, too. He gets shield crash off. I think he had like 36% reduction or something in the fight, so it's pretty close. Celery actually did his job in the fight, though. Somehow, he actually Enchant takes over the wall illusion instantly inside the fight, so he is focused at the very least, even though he's having a very rough game, so do see a little bit of that damage coming out.
Tanner, he's able to get the toss
outside.
Off.
Oh boy, 60 seconds.
No buyback as well. And now Boom, he's trying to fight. BKB is back up. He's going to have to pop it. As he'll try and come in over to Fishman, but a lot of stacks being built up here by Little Pleb. Boom, even with the BKB, he's got to back away.
Kezu?
Embrace is out onto him. Kezu's able to get in on top of Fishman. They'll take down the AA, but Little Pleb, he's got a lot of these stacks. Look at those numbers building up. 35 right now.
Boom wants more because he bought back. Can't quite chase, though.
I don't think they can actually fight this Slark. There's too many stacks. They can have a poke at him, but they can't get in on top of him. Little Pleb can go back in if he wants. 15 seconds and Shadow Dancer's up.
Oh, he just gets Ion Shell too, so he's super tanky when he does go into these fights.
No, I want to see this man dive. He needs to be diving tier 4s right now, honestly.
Okay,
he's got BKB, Shadow Dance, 30 stacks. There's no excuse for playing like this. Get in there, Little Pleb.
Oh, and that's not a use, Lark.
Come on! Start diving! Oh, man, the restraint on this man is ridiculous.
None of them took the Mindbreaker. Actually a bit surprising. Guess Malik just really wants to be a little bit tankier, but...
He's playing smart, Little Pleb.
He is.
Too smart for my liking.
Ooh,
But here we have it.
A DD outside the Roche, by the way.
And look at this. Look at this from Tanner.
He's like, oh, I don't know you're there. Just kidding.
This jumps in. I mean, maybe Shad didn't expect it. You know, Tanner was low HP. Didn't expect the jump in and the toss back, but Tanner, he goes for it and he gets it.
I love how far you get pushed out. It's like the normal punch pushes you, the toss, the vacuum,
yeah,
into the breach. Yeah, they're playing, honestly, it's like I said, the best that I've seen them play this entire season. DD outside Roche pit as well. They're actually hanging on to the DD for the fight, knowing that they don't actually need to use it to bring down the Roche.
Right, who's getting the shard here? Give it to the Slark?
I think you just give it to the Slark.
Honestly, he's having such a a good game. I think he deserves it.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I don't know.
Or maybe Malik.
Okay,
Malik
there we
also
go.
deserves it.
He's already got it.
Oh, he already had it, of course,
Yep.
yeah. All right, there we go. So, yeah, we don't really see this a lot, but honestly, in a game where they're kind of just crushing in terms of kills, this is going to be pretty nice. I mean, how do you ever fight back? You've got a lot of split damage, but if your whole team's underneath this shroud, you're just not going to have the AoE to get the kills.
No, now you can, in that last situation where they focus a one-man Ravage on your Pango who's just owning the game, now you're potentially going to be able to save him. Nice snipe back, though. Viking will be able to take out the 2 supports.
I mean, Little Pleb still wants to go. He's got the pounce up, boom. He's got BKB.
Oh, baby. But Kazu, itemizing, I actually like this. I think they need this. They've got very limited damage on their side. He's got the Aghanims finished up on the Tide. So trying to enable his Dusa and that Ember Spirit, this increased minus armor and AoE, will maybe help them out a little bit. But it dies. It's
it dies. Oh, that's going to feel bad. No Aghanims now for 3 minutes because of that snipe. Poor old Kezu.
Boom.
And he's got no BKB.
This
man's straight up dead.
And that's a buyback death. So 100 seconds.
No. That could be enough to do it here for Into the Breach. That's a long old time.
Supports respawning.
Yeah.
TPing back out. Little Pleb will get poked away.
Got full E-Blade on Tanner.
Oh my. Wow, he is... okay, that is very farmed.
They can just keep going for this poke here on the towers. What can Viking do? They have got Ravage.
But Chad has to be
so
careful. Now, he has to be careful of his positioning after that last time. He knows how far he can get tossed out of the base. As Tanner now start working on the mid tower as well.
How do they deal with this push? It's coming in on both lanes.
They can't. Now it's got cheese, so they can't even go for him. He's also getting all this lifesteal from that Paladin sword.
Come on, Little Pleb. He's ready to just get stuck in straight away. Jumps in towards the supports, turns over towards Shad. The wall's going to be dropped down.
Okay, they have used a lot already, though.
Alex ready to dive in. He's in with the Rolling Thunder, just creating all the space in the world here for the team to go for the tower. She just takes down the 2 supports.
Okay.
Kezu having to blow the Ravage here.
Cheese.
Really wants Malik to pay for this, but he's back up to full HP. He is away. He's ready to come back in with another swashbuckle. Acelerol, he's dead for 30. No buyback on him. Aramis does buy back. Shag, Kezu, and Aramis trying to hold here at the fountain.
He doesn't do damage. He's had to go full defensive style.
And they're going to get Tanner.
He gets the toss back.
They've caught Shad. Vacuum as well. Back into the wall. Punch out as well from Azantic and Shad. He may have mana, but it's going to get taken away so darn quickly. There's no hope for Shad.
Wow.
As Medusa will fall. Aramis and Kezu being beaten back to the base. Boom's finally back in action. But the damage, it's almost certainly already been done. Boom trying to jump in here for Malik. Pots the BKB. Little Pleb getting a load of Remnant, actually taking them out. He's able to bring down Malik. Oh, Boom.
He's swooping over.
Can he do this? He's over to Fishman. Fishman, he's going to get taken down with the slide of Fish. And Zantic as well. It's the they're throwing.
And Little Pleb as well. Boom does die, Tanner.
Well, it is at the stage of the game where a slot can 1v5, so we've got to see if that's about to happen here. Little Pleb, he's got BKB ready to go. He's stuck on Kezu. Stacks are beginning to get built up. I mean, that's definitely a bit of a swing back there, though. 3 heroes going down. Boom does still die at the end of it. But honestly, that was probably a position where the game was going to be over.
It looks like it was.
Viking get to live another day here.
Yep. Tanner being the sensible one, still continuing to hit buildings. He finishes off the Ember. But yeah, a little bit of a strike back, but still, now it's Ember down for another 60 seconds, so Little Pleb can still just go for these buildings.
I mean, he's going to still feel strong that he can.
Tide Ags is done. Is going to get picked up. Medusa is respawning. So they've gotten majority of damage on that tower, but will be pushed away until the rest of them do respawn.
Definitely a bit of a shake-up there for Into the Breach.
Very small, very slight though, because Shad is still so poor is the problem.
But it's definitely going to be a little bit of a concern. They won't be doing that again. They won't be doing that again.
They got 37-minute items they can go pick up. You know, they can chill out a little bit. We say that,
reset.
But look at the way that they're going to play. They're immediately porting down. Fishman's like, no, let me get some ward vision. I got 5 sentries, 3 wards. Let's get this area blanketed. That's Little Pleb. He sees prey. That ward up top that spotted the Aghanims pick up from Kezu still alive. So Little Pleb is looking for something. He's going to find a D ward quickly. Oh, we see Celery.
Oh no, Celery.
Run. He's got Glimmer and stuff, so he's a lot safer this time.
Oh, it's gonna be fine indeed. We've had enough Celery deaths.
But ooh, Aramis might not be so lucky. Little Pleb's got sentries.
He's not. He has. He knows exactly where Aramis is stepping. Oh, Good attempt here from Aramis, but with the basher and the fact that Malik gets the first hit prop, there's no escape.
To look at Malik's item that he's got queued up. Celery. Okay, he does just die to the E-Blade combo. And this Pango's going satanic,
yeah.
Owen.
He's
got a Reaver. Look at this HP. 3,500 with the Ion Shell.
Oh man, this is a tanky boy. I mean, he knows. I mean, we have seen last few times Kezu's throwing the Ravage. They're throwing everything onto Malik. I don't know if everything's going to be enough anymore. Tanner.
Illusion escape. Does bait him a little bit there. But the racks, the buildings. Malik.
And Malik's ready to go. He's ready to roll in. Boom. Boom's going to try and jump for the backline. So look at what's Fishman. Good jump with the Remnant. The BKB is committing onto the AA. Will manage to take him down. Fishman to fall. That's going to be an instant buyback here from the AA.
Punch.
Boom plays it safe. Remnant's back in with the remainder of his BKB. But the Stone Gaze out Shad. Is able to freeze Malik.
Twice
Do they
here.
have anywhere near enough damage? Malik out with the shield crash, another swashbuckle. Little Pleb jumps in with the BKB. Kezu forced out to safety, but then Shad has been surrounded. Jump forward with the Remnants. Boom trying to help out Malik. Still alive. He's able to bounce around. His swash is out, but they have the damage. Malik will fall.
Shad's alone.
Buyback comes out from Kezu. Shad, he's got buyback as well. If he wants to use it, and he will.
Yeah.
They've got to hold on to these racks down here. It's their last set.
Radiant's bottom barracks are
There's Kezu. Jumping in to start things off. They are without Malik. So again, into the breach, they will be forced back. That's an expensive defense. 2 buybacks coming out from Viking, but also 2 buybacks coming out from into the breach there. Xantic and Fishman. And in fact, they're still trying to make things happen.
Little Pleb.
Boom. Jumping in the Soulbind. It is out. Got the blast down to Boom. Boom has buyback. See Kezu. They'll try and force him back to safety, but they've lost both supports. Boom. Remnanting straight back into the action. He's got his BKB up in a few seconds. Tanner hit by the gush. Tanner will fall. He's out for 90. So is Fishman. So now a big window where Viking, they've only got to defend against the 2 heroes.
But it was expensive. They require several buybacks. All the cores now not having it for the next fights. Illusion Escape, as we do see from that Medusa a couple times now, is trying to bait them out, but hasn't gotten an item progression in so long. Just has the blitz levels.
Still wants to get in. He still wants to fight.
He's got
He's in on a Boom. Boom has to put the BKB. Jump for Zanti with the normal punch onto the Medusa.
Boom.
Boom. Remnants are away, but getting so low there to the aggression of Lil Pleb. I mean, these two, they're kind of just doing it here with the 2 of them.
They sure are.
Now back off. DD actually dropping as well here on the bottom half of the river, so we'll see if they catch wind of that.
Yeah, I have got to point out a bunch of these items because it's just been such constant aggression from into the breach, but we do have that Bloodstone, a nice pickup from Xantic, an interesting one. He's a very specialist player as the Starks here, so just going for more damage, and the build does make sense. They're so tanky on these heroes, right? The 3 cores of Into the Breach, it's pretty impossible to actually bring them down. Malik, he says enough funny business, I'm finishing up my Satanic, and he's about to. So now for the next
look
fight,
at that as well.
I don't know if
A
they're gonna
Minotaur horn.
and a Minotaur horn. Oof. You made me say
So all the
Minotaur
strength.
horn. You made me say Minotaur. Listen.
Wait, do I say Minotaur or Minotaur?
You say Minotaur. I think it both work though, so we'll go with it.
Well, I guess this game anyway, it's not Minotaur, it's Hisator.
That's fair. That is very fair.
is under attack.
Anyway, time this relic.
Anyway.
There we go. give that to. Oh, who'd you give that to actually? Hey, Darkseer or Tiny?
At Xantic for sure. He's
Give
got the
it
Bloodstone.
Darkseer,
He's got
yeah.
he's got the Spell Amp build.
The full spell out build, yeah.
And the debuff duration with the punch.
Oh, that's wait, yeah, no.
Well, it's not that it lasts long. It's just how far. I think you just like get punched for like the slow applies longer.
Okay.
Instead of
sure,
2.5, it's like 3 point whatever, 3.25.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Which is nice. I mean, every little thing adds up, and he's even queuing up Daggons now. So
Why not? I mean, what
Why
else does he
not?
buy, right? You've gone all in on the spell amp. You might as well have a bit more spell.
it's effective versus illusions very nicely too, as it one-shots them. So that illusion escape will just get taken out from a Dagon every time. DD on the Slark.
The jump, boom.
Why? He almost dies. If he gets hit from an Ice Blast, he's actually just dead, probably.
That's pretty scary then, those sort of moments for him. He's got to really consider if he needs to pop the BKB.
It's just the tankiness, right? 4,000 HP Tiny, like 3,800 HP Slark when he's Ion Shelled as well. All these cores have 4K plus HP. And the support, of course, that Tiny. How's our items looking? Did Chad pick up anything yet? Does he have the Rapier? Because that really feels the territory that way. And he's got a Demon Edge. He still wants to get MKB.
Yeah, he's going to be considering it, right. I think, honestly, as much as the Street Shark would be nice, you're right. In this stage, he might just get the Rapier built up first, at least.
They need anything they can get at this point.
It's
They
a
have
long way
massive
away.
damage issues. And the thing is that they just have no map control, so another Roche gonna go into the Breach's favor. So Aghanim's Blessing, who's gonna take this one? Do you give this to Tanner?
I think you just give it. Who else needs it?
Who else needs it, right? Tanner's is fun.
I mean, Slarks is nice, but I think
They're gonna give it to the Slark. You're right.
yeah, just give it to Pleb.
But Tanner's asking for it, I bet.
He is. I think that's they
They give it to the Slark. They're sensible.
Yeah, little Pleb just takes it.
Because he had his queued up, but we'll get it. They do have a refresher on Keza. I mean, somehow he's getting all these items built up for himself, too.
I mean, honestly, if anyone's going to do it, I think it really is Kezu.
Yep.
Kezu, if he can, it's all on him to make those big moves.
Look
If
at
he
him
gets a
stretching.
big two-man Ravage, that probably will be enough for Shad to at least come in and do the damage to take out some big players in the fights.
They see the status resist.
They know he's around here.
They see that ceremonial robe on Tanner.
Tanner. He's going to get the jumping boom. Up on the BKB, Kezu's looking for the perfect opportunity. It has to be perfect. He's holding back for now. They're waiting out the Rolling Thunder. As Malik comes in. Boom has to back off. Malik actually going in deeper, looking towards Boom. Boom's going to tick down pretty low. Here's the Ice Blast, trying to get away with the swashbuckle. Catches him. Malik's able to push him over the Ice Blast threshold as Boom's now gone for 2 minutes.
Oh my, Malik is so impressive this game.
First Ravage.
Does he have a cheese?
It's going to be used.
He gets it.
He is. He's able to get it off. As they'll just resume business, taking down the racks here. Tanner's in with the jump, able to blow up Celery. Kezu, they're trying to get him back to base so he can reset, but Aramis getting pounced upon. Kezu, he'll pop the second Ravage, but there's no follow-up at this stage. 3 dead on Viking, none of them without buyback, as it'll finally get called a GG.
Wow.
As into the breach. They have a brilliant game here. They have a little bit of back and forth towards the end, but all in all, they were always just so far ahead in this.